The lingering impacts of a pandemic. And on top of that, we've got inflation. And here come the holidays. You know, general life stress, right? Well, what gets lost in the shuffle sometimes? Magic. And that's something one Missoula man hopes to spread, not just around town, but everywhere. In 2002, we met Evan Disney, delighting diners at the now defunct Sizzler in Missoula. It's now 20 years later.
How the heck did you do that?
He still got that sparkle. This self-taught magician earned membership in the exclusive Magic Castle in Hollywood, recently coming in second in the world in a magic competition. He's funny with a ton of energy and is now back in Missoula, where he tells me magic is sometimes undefinable.
Since magic is a perceptual term and it means something different to everybody, you need to find that magic. What's important is passion.
Evan and his fiancée, Teresita, were passionate about the first ever Magic of Missoula Fall Festival they organized last month. They estimated some 2,000 people showed up for a day of family-friendly, affordable fun that also helped nonprofits and other artists get exposure. At this point, it's a labor of love.
You have to try. We're in a market in Missoula where nobody can really afford to try. They can't afford to take a loss even if their intentions are good. I was like, I don't care, I don't have it, I'm doing it.
We just want to have a variety of events like that, and Evan is very, very passionate about doing more of this, especially in his hometown, because he really just has a special place in his heart for this place.
Evan's journey with magic showed him how to help people tap into their own power. He has seen how far a little astonishment and wonder can go and what it can do.
For 1 second, I reset your stress. You're not worrying about grieving over the death of a pet or a parent or stresses of anything. For 1 second, I can take everything away and then send you back just a little bit better. That's fantastic, and I had no idea the ripple effect that had.
He's always trying to pull that magic out of people because some people don't think they have any, and I think they're very wrong.
He calls himself a magician on a mission to highlight magic in the community. It's not an easy business, but Mr. Disney believes.
But the magic that I've been taking forward, the magic that I can do for everybody from all ages, for adults, you know, I need to do more, whether I can afford to or not. That's the problem. I mean, we're so controlled by whether we can afford to or not. Sometimes you just have to have faith in the magic of your community.
Evan also hopes to be a motivational speaker, especially helping people in high-stress jobs use their own inner magic to navigate conflict in and out of the workplace. In Missoula, Jill Valley, MTN News.
80s, David Copperfield escaped the real Alcatraz. This is the David Copperfield of cards, all right? We call him Jack. I don't know why. He's on a diet, little thin. That's okay. We're going to put Jack in the box.
My question to you is, with my hands in front of you the whole time, can that card escape?
Yes. It cannot. Do you know why?
Well, it doesn't exist. There's no cards. I'm just saying.
52 cards, 52 choices. Pull one out and memorize it. Don't tell us what it is. Turn it around in your mind and see yourself putting it back in the deck. So your card's now the opposite direction of all the other cards, and you're going to close them up and we're going to put them back in the box. Are you with me? What card did you pick?
King of Spades.
King of Spades. If I were to open this up and go through them, they are all right in the deck. Except for one.
Oh, God.
Except for one.
That's crazy. I can't believe it.
King of Spades.
That is incredible! A local Missoula musician named Evan Disney dedicated his life to magic, but this Montanan was recently featured on The Blocks, a TV show, a competition for startup businesses. This was a pretty big deal for him and Nonstop Locals. Ian Alvano got the chance to talk to him. Ian, you're going to do any tricks for us this morning?
I may have to. I did come prepared. Let's see what we have here. How about this? A couple of cards. But maybe we just save it for Evan Disney, Bradley. We'll wait for him. He's known for his magic, but on The Blocks, his TV show, actually brought there to talk about his foundation, an uno-of-a-kind foundation intended to help local businesses, local groups, youth groups, nonprofits, fundraise, raise money through communication, different communication tactics. Now, Evan told me that he was there to talk to other businesses, talk to other startups. He was with mentors. The days, well, those looked like 12-hour work days where he was they're speaking to businesses from across the country. One thing that Evan tells me is he's kept those connections with him moving forward, even right now as he's done filming the show. And although he may be known for his magic tricks, the magic that he brought to the blocks, well, it was a little bit different.
Just to feel helping entrepreneurs across the nation, helping individuals grow, that's their passion. I love passion. And so when you talk to a business owner that's doing it by themselves, that's the most raw magic you're gonna find. So I was like in my element in this show, and I have no doubt I'll be back on the show again at some point in the near future.
I asked Evan what he wants to take from what he learned from the show back home, here back to Missoula, and he said just to connect with people. He was asked to perform at the Ravalli County Fairgrounds next month, and he wants to bring local groups with him to table and be involved. As for the show, The Blocks, that was the 13th season that Evan was filming. You can find episodes of The Blocks on Amazon, the Apple Store, or Google Play. But for Evan, he tells me that this journey, this magical journey, no pun intended if you will, it's been something of who he is for 30 years, and now he finally is starting to feel like himself, like it is paying off. Reporting live in Missoula, Ian Alvano, Nonstop Local.
Welcome back to The Blocks, the largest live-in startup competition ever created.
The competition this season is top tier.
They're all here to win.
Definitely gets your blood pumping a little bit.
The entire thing is a 24-hour-a-day game competing in a series of workshops, one-on-one consults, pitches, and exercises.
I think everyone was a bit like, what the fuck are we doing? Day one was nerve-wracking.
I think everybody on stage was terrified.
Well, I'm fucking nervous, and I'm not even up there.
Blocksers will be ranked from first to last in real time throughout the entire experience, with the current leaders wearing the red jerseys.
Your concern about my red shirt says more about you than me.
That's a bit off-putting.
Yes. There's never enough time to do what they're asking us to do.
And I'm now one step closer to being a billion-dollar corporation.
The light bulb just went off on that, so thank you.
The Blocks doesn't just test the entrepreneurs, but also empowers you, the viewers, with the tools one needs to start the next great company. Our game is your education, and it starts right now.
Miss Stephanie,
Hi.
what is your passion?
My passion is helping people. So I'm actually a licensed professional counselor. And so I own Anchoring Hope Counseling. It's based in Wise and Abingdon, Virginia. And we do telehealth like across the whole state of Virginia.
Was there something that tied to you personally that pushed you that way?
Couple of different, life, big things that happen in life that really led me into counseling. So one is that my dad is actually schizophrenic.
Okay.
So he deals with schizophrenia. He has his entire life. And so that started my interest in mental health.
I like the things that you're saying because, A, being a complete total ADHD off the chart kid, as I'm finding through, I see 4 therapists a week. I have an occupational, I have a brain therapist. I need to know more about me. I would have never said I had trauma. My magic is because of what a perception of trauma is. But see, this huge personality in high school, I would do magic, so I wouldn't be told to go because you're so much. Sit down, sit still, yeah, all that, right?
Abide by the social norms. Yes.
And so that's where my magic started. Hi, I'm Evan Disney, and my company is the Uno of a Kind Foundation, and I am from Missoula, Montana. My mentor, David Mirish, the man raised $35 million in 50 years, and he passed his legacy on to me. So my Uno of a Kind Foundation helps youth groups and nonprofits find a sustainable way to fundraise that showcases local and national talent while advancing the betterment of community through connection and communication. My milestone is realizing that my magic is making a greater impact consciously, knowing that kindness inspires new directions. That's the milestone, to be able to share that with people out there. I love having family dinner with my family. We go out, we do whale watching. I like to go to concerts. I'll go out dancing with my wife. I like to bowl, and I like to just ooze magic to everybody. And people need to know that there is options out there to give them what they are looking for in a kind way, to have people be able to reach me the magic of Disney and the Uno of a Kind Foundation so they can also find new and creative, sustainable ways to win.
Exercise number 1 is fill in the blank. The worst assumption that I made that ended up being wrong was fill in the blank. I validated that I have 3 minutes total to present it.
They're all here to win. And in order to win, you've got to answer the questions and you have to do the thing. The name of the game is, what's your next best step to take? How will you test that? How will you quantify it? How can you prove on paper to someone?
What I got right in my MVP was identifying the fact that there was a need. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's true, but it does need a new coat of paint every once in a while. What I got wrong was correctly evaluating my value in my industry. The worst assumption that I made was thinking that I could hire somebody to go out there and express my passion in the same way that I did.
Day one.
That's too old.
Holes that you can see through.
To me, it's nothing surrounding, okay?
Anticipated, usually I can, anyway. We're gonna watch this one right here and I want you to focus on it. Watching.
Choose the one we're using. This one? Don't take your eyes off of this one. Hold on your hand. Put your hand around that one. Don't let it go. Do not let me touch that coin, okay? I want you guys to watch the hole on this one. Think of things that make you happy, things you want to do, places you want to go. Because if you concentrate on it, they can actually take it. Now I've got magic dust in my pocket. If you sprinkle magic dust on that, you're going to make that hole. Now, I told you I was doing magic with nothing. We can actually drop it.
Thing is now in his hand, so this had a hole in it. Now his has too.
No nothing, and he has something that has now. Oh,
I got 2 holes. 2 holes. That's so cool.
Let's see, let me check my hands. You guys are watching me watch. Hi, I'm Evan Disney, and I will perform mind-blowing Evan Disney magic for any party or event, corporate or domestic. I am passionate about making magic my mission by inspiring moments that are magical and memories that will last. I love performing at your party or event because the ability to enjoy life and leave stress behind is the real magic. I am a magician on a mission, and you can find me on Tisper.
Since being discovered in Missoula, Montana in 2013 by renowned Hollywood publicist David Mirisch, the man with the golden Rolodex who discovered Farrah Fawcett and created the 78 Ram cheerleaders, Evan Disney has helped raise well over $1 million for a variety of charities nationwide. He's been spotted on season 12 of America's Got Talent, on the Food Network with Penn and Teller, and on Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady. Evan's movie debut was in a Montana Western with screen legend John Savage in Eye for Eye. His world-class card magic is showcased in a Western Mr. Pettigrew with Eric Roberts, set to release in 2024. As a premier member of one of the most exclusive clubs in the world, Evan Disney has become a 2-time world-famous Magic Castle award-winning magician and was voted Orange County Stage Performer of the Year in 2019. He is the featured authority in the humanitarian documentary Con Artists Unveiled and recently had his network television debut in The Tall Tales of Jim Bridger. He will also appear in a popular show in its 4th season called Into the Wild Frontier. The crowning moment in Evan's career was creating the Uno of a Kind Foundation in his mentor and friend's honor and memory, David Mirisch, and getting it cast in a popular and upcoming reality docuseries for entrepreneurs in its 13th season called The Blocks. Evan's startup was one of 60 picked out of over 75,000 applications and will film February 2024. Making a greater impact consciously is the real magic of Disney.
The magic of Disney.